Welcome to Living the Dream for General Practitioners, the podcast for doctors and clinic leaders who want to learn about pathways, strategies and opportunities for living and working in Australia. Join me, Gemma Goff, and my expert guests as we share stories and unlock the secrets to recruitment success. We share tips for moving across the world, navigating new cultures and so much more. This show is brought to you by Health Recruitment Australia. Now sit back, relax and enjoy this episode. Hello everyone and welcome to Living the Australian Dream for General Practitioners podcast series. My name is Gemma Goff and I am a co-founder and managing director of Health Recruitment Australia. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Rebecca Cheshire and Lisa Blampey for our latest episode on our Clinic Leaders series. Each week, I will meet with clinic leaders from across the country to give them an opportunity to showcase their clinics, highlight key GP vacancies, and share with you why their practice is the business to join, why they choose to work with Health Recruitment Australia, and the benefits this is bringing them. So Rebecca is the practice manager of the Forrest Road Medical Centre in Padbury in Western Australia, and she is joined by Lisa Blampey, one of their registered nurses. So thanks for joining me today, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Right, we'll jump straight into the questions, as I always do. Perhaps you could share with our listeners a little bit about yourselves and your positions, how long you've been at the clinic, etc.
So I'm the practice manager here at Forrest Road Medical. Like I said, I've been here about 18 months. I am here 4 days a week, so part-time, but majority of the time I'm here full-time.
How about you, Lisa? How long have you been at the clinic?
I've been at the clinic, started just before back. So I've been here just over 18 months or so. I work 3 days a week with the doctors in the treatment room, and I've got 2 young children myself, so it works well with family life and work. I've got a good work-life balance.
That's great, and that's what a lot of GPs are looking for at the moment as well, being able to juggle that sort of family life. So to have someone at the clinic that can relate to that is really important, so that's super. Yeah, that's great. Maybe one of you could tell us a bit more about the practice that you're promoting today. So sort of the location, is it mixed billing, private billing, bulk bill, the area, or anything you can about the clinic would be great.
Okay, so we are in a very central location, north of the river in Perth. We're about 10 minutes away from the beach, 3 to 5 minutes away from the major shopping centres.
We're in a family-orientated area, so we have a lot of families that come into the practice, as well as a lot of elderly. We're mixed billing.
Yeah. We do offer bulk billing for children under 16, pension card holders, DVA patients, and elderly. We offer reduced rates for concession card holders, people in financial difficulty. Yeah, we offer, the doctors do take that into consideration. We're very flexible.
That's great. Yeah, that's really good. So how many rooms do you have at your clinics?
We've got 6 current rooms. The centre's just currently gone under big renovation. So we do have another 2 rooms that will be coming ready, plus a big open space, which is open to anything really. We're hoping to bring in a lot of mixed allied health, sort of a one-stop super shop.
Yeah. We've got 3 doctors at present. One works full-time, the other 2 are part-time. We've got a dietitian who works with us on a Saturday, physio who's here on a Tuesday. Hopefully it's going to extend more as well. And a podiatrist that's here 2 days a week also.
That's great. That's awesome. Again, when we get doctors in, they like to have that sort of allied health on site if they can as well. So that's really good to know that. What about sort of space for staff to have, coffee breaks and lunch and such like? Is there sort of a private area they can have a break?
Yeah, we do have a dedicated staff lunchroom, nice round table. It sits about 8 people at once. Quite often you'll find the doctors have their breaks at the same time, and, they're twice a week they'll have a rep come in and they'll provide lunch, but they get to sit down and talk and discuss things together. Lisa also will join them. Have a few staff meetings there as well. It's definitely separate to all facilities, so
that's good. Yeah. And on-site parking as well. So is there plenty of parking for staff and patients?
Lots of staff parking and patient parking is very big. Night park. There's also a multi-complex, or when I say multi-complex, like a specialist area right next door, which has additional parking, which can be used as well.
Excellent. So once you get those new doctors in and there's more patients and such like, there's obviously ample parking for everyone. That's not going to be an issue. So that's great. Yeah. And in terms of the location, you know, if doctors want to choose to go for a nice walk at lunchtime or something, is it a nice area for them to walk in and take in some of that Aussie sunshine?
It is. It's beautiful. There's a park 2 minutes just down the road. It's joined to a school as well. So it's good local community area. Nice and green. Yeah, nice and green.
Nice and open.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Sounds great. So you mentioned that about the billings a moment ago. So mixed billing and some bulk bill for you for some of the patients, etc. What's the sort of standard gap payment for your consults for a standard consult at the moment?
Our standard consult full fee is $93. I think the current Medicare rebate is $42.80, I believe.
Okay, so that's a good gap. Yep, super.
But again, it's all up to the doctor's discretion. Doctors have 100% say over their own billings. Completely up to them. So
that's great. Discretion is always good. Yeah. So we've mentioned about allied health as well. So that's super. What sort of services do you find your staff providing? Do you do a lot of chronic disease management, a lot of paediatric care? Sort of what seems to be the the most popular consults you're doing at your clinic at the moment?
I would say it's very 50-50. We have a lot of babies because, like I said, we're in a family-orientated area. So, yeah, there's a lot of families that come in. But, yes, also do chronic disease management. So I do a lot of care, health assessments. We offer spirometry. We've got an ECG machine on site. The doctors do microsuctioning for earwax. So, yeah, that's available as well.
Our treatment room is very spacious. It's got like the two beds.
Yeah, we've got an ABI machine as well. So I do a lot of ABIs. We do minor procedures as well.
And so would any new GPs coming in sort of have a bit of autonomy in terms of what they would like to promote in terms of procedures? Like if someone came in, for example, that wanted to sort of set up skin clinics, for example, is that something you'd be open to supporting?
Oh, absolutely. We'd actually really like a skin doctor to come on board. That's something I feel that our centre could actually use.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's good to know. Are you a training facility? Do you work with any registrars or medical students or anything like that?
We haven't been able to get on board with the registrars. They're cut off in Perth, the intake of GP practices taking registrars, but we definitely take on students. We've got one starting up here next week, actually. So that will be our third one for this year.
That's super. We've really enjoyed having a medical student, so that they've been good value.
Yeah.
Yes. We've even got reception medical students here at the moment from the AMA doing their medical reception courses, work placements here. So
that's so good. Excellent. That's good to hear. So what are the business plans for the future? You mentioned that you've got these new rooms being built at the moment. So you're obviously looking at, recruiting additional GPs. Is the idea to sort of promote new services such as your skin clinics? Or are you looking then to sort of open up more evenings or weekends? Like what's the plan?
Well, currently we're open 8 a.m. in the morning until 6:30 p.m. at night, Monday to Friday. Saturdays, 8:30 till 12:30. We would like to extend the weekend hours, definitely. We would love to be able to offer, like I said, a one-stop super clinic, but more GPs, more allied health. At the moment, as Lisa said, we've got podiatry, the physio, the dietitian. We also have on-site pathology. They're Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. So that would be good to extend their hours, but definitely just build it up, just have everything.
Meet the demand of the growing community, hey? Yeah, sounds good. So lots of GPs, when they contact HRA, they do ask us what is a typical day looks like in a particular clinic. Can you share with us what a day in the life in your practice looks like for one of your GPs?
So yeah, we open up at 8 a.m. and appointments start pretty much from the go. There's a mixture of 10-minute appointments or 20-minute appointments.
Or 15.
Or 15.
Yeah, depending on the doctor. It's up to them completely. They've got autonomy over their hours, their set appointment times, their types of appointments.
Yeah.
And when they want, say in their blocks, they want one appointment blocked off every
hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. Or, they'll do 3 out of the 4 in the hour, completely up to them.
Yeah.
Normally they have lunch break about 12:30
to 1:30. The afternoon session then starts 1:30 until the end of the day. And then I mirror pretty much the same hours as the doctors to obviously provide them support with the patients. And like I said, the health assessments and the care plans and all that can be done prior to the appointment with the doctor.
Yeah, fair enough. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Yeah. So everyone sort of heads home at the same time at the end of the day. There's no expectations to stay and do paperwork or anything like that. I guess they can sort of plan their days to make sure that they're all up to date by the time they go home.
Absolutely.
Yes. And do the doctors can they have remote access? So if they do want to go home and carry on doing paperwork and things, they can have that as well?
We're currently recording from one of the doctor's rooms because today she's working from home. On Tuesday, she does telehealth purely. And that's just so she can work from home. So she's in the clinic Mondays and Thursdays, but works from home on a Tuesday.
Perfect. That's great. Again, that sort of highlights that flexibility that you can offer, which is brilliant. So that's super to hear. What about sort of on-call and evenings and weekend work? Is there a sort of an expectation to do any of that?
No high super expectations. At the moment, we've just got the one doctor who does do the evenings.
And the Saturday.
Yeah. He does the majority of the Saturdays. He's also the director. He would, of course, love to be able to share that workload with someone. The demand is there to share if someone is interested in doing it, but there's absolutely no expectations for it. As I said, the Saturdays we are only open for the half a day. So, get in, get out. Yeah, we've got one other doctor who does one Saturday out of the month so that Dr. Taj could have, 1 out of the 4 weekends off. So we all need the family time and the downtime.
Absolutely. And those that are working in the week, they like to be able to come for their consults at the weekends as well. So if you can offer that balance, that's great, isn't it? Yeah, good on you. So you've been working with us for a little while now. We're just promoting your clinic now at the beginning of our journey. Can you share with our listeners why you were looking to recruit at this time? You mentioned about, extra rooms. Well, what are your other reasons for recruiting additional GPs?
Just the high demand, really. We do have, the capacity to fit more doctors, but we are finding majority of the days we are turning patients away because we just don't have the appointments available.
So a new doctor coming in, essentially, would be fully booked from their first day then, so they don't need to worry about that income.
We would definitely expect them to be reasonably booked up, if not booked out. Yeah. We've just had our founding doctor go into retirement, so there's his patient base that needs picking up as well.
Growing area in demand.
Area, more families coming into the area looking for a long-term GP.
And you mentioned, Lisa, about lots of young babies as well, so I guess if the families are here and they're having their children, then someone, needs to care for the babies as well. So definitely sounds like the community's growing. Yeah, that's good. So who is your ideal candidate? If we could send you a CV, or if there's a GP listening now who's saying, this sounds really great, but I wonder if I'm what they're looking for, who is your ideal candidate?
We're looking for a team player, someone who is willing just to jump in and start running, basically. I guess with a mixed interest. We are open to any candidate as long as they want to stay, really. We don't want someone who's going to come and then, I guess, move interstate or anything. We just
Looking for a good fit for your team as well, I should imagine. Someone who's going to be
definitely a good fit. We are a nice little team here. Everyone gets along. We enjoy each other's company. We like to laugh together. So anyone who...
We've all got families, so we all understand the pressure of family life and trying to work and,
But even if you don't have a family, we've got some of our girls at reception. They're younger girls, obviously a bit too young to have kids. But yeah.
You don't mind if they're male or female, want to work full-time, part-time, what the special interests are. You know, the community is growing as such that you can really work with any of the candidates that would come forward.
Something diverse, I guess. As I said, we don't really have a doctor here who has a special interest in skin or with sports medicine. There's a lot of sporting facilities around here, lots of indoor, outdoor. WA is very big on sports as well. So even urgent care, we offer that where we can as a booking option.
That sounds great. Yeah. What about, what are you offering in return for GPs? So if a GP was to show interest in your clinic, what is it that you have to offer? You've mentioned about the lovely facilities and the great support staff and obviously that sort of work-life balance. But what in terms of percentage of billings and, relocation assistance or anything like that? What's on offer for GPs?
In WA, we can still just contract GPs. At the moment, it's completely negotiable, but our current offer is 70%. So we just take the 30% plus the 3% GST. And as I mentioned earlier, GPs have 100% autonomy over their own billing. So it's really up to them how many patients they see, the fees they want to charge. Our founding doctor, he's a qualified paediatrician, so he never actually bulk billed children because, he had the skills, the qualifications, and so he charged them privately. But then again, he bulk billed anyone sort of over 60, so 50-50, but completely up to the doctor, their own discretion.
Yeah, that sounds super. And do the GPs have their own rooms as well, their own consulting rooms? Or is there an expectation to share at this stage?
We don't share rooms at all. I think it's just the one room we do share, and then that's an allied health room. The physio's in there on a Tuesday and the dietitian's on there on a Saturday. There's absolutely no crossover.
Yep, amazing. So they can sort of make the room their own then, put pictures up and bring in their plants and things like that they like to do.
The rooms are nice and big as well. Just all got windows. Yeah, all open, like nice big windows. Nice big spacious. Place has just been renovated as well, so it's all fresh looking. Just had new floorings put down, freshly painted.
Nice, excellent. All right, well, I think we've covered quite a lot here, ladies. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our listeners about the opportunity or, the clinic or the team or anything like that you think would be of benefit for them to listen to?
I don't think so. I just think that we are a great team. We're open and welcoming, very willing to go above and beyond to help each other.
Yeah.
We generally like each other. Yeah.
That's great. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to join me today, ladies. I've actually really enjoyed getting to know more about your clinic and about yourself. So your community sounds like a great place for a new GP to join. So it sounds fantastic. So you have lots on offer for our candidates. So we'll certainly do our best to try and find you someone super that will fit into your clinic. So thanks very much for joining me today.
Thanks, Gemma, for having us.
No problem. That's all for this week's episode in our Clinic Leaders series. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Living the Dream for General Practitioners. Don't forget to subscribe on your favourite podcast player so you don't miss an episode. At Health Recruitment Australia, we want to see more happy GPs, thriving medical practices and healthy communities. If you'd like to join us on our mission, visit healthrecruitmentaustralia.com.au to explore opportunities and to get in touch. Thanks for listening.